Hey, I'm gonna drink bleach. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, I'm gonna stab myself in the chest with this knife. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, I'm gonna poke this coat hanger into this electrical socket. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, I'm gonna turn that gas on, but without lighting it. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, I'm gonna watch the Bubsy animated pilot. What could possibly go wrong? What could go wrong indeed? Well, other than everything, the Bubsy pilot really... No. But you know what? Let's go into this a bit more open-minded. A lot of people call this the worst animated cartoon of all time. And believe me, I've seen some shit in my day. So is this truly the worst thing ever? Who knows? But a little brief history, if you don't know who Bubsy the Bobcat is, where the hell have you been living the past couple of years? Bubsy the Bobcat was Accolade's basically answer to Sonic and Mario during the 1990s. He had two successful-ish games, Bubsy and Bubsy 2. Both released for Super Nintendo and the Sega Mega Drive if you live in the UK, or more commonly referred to as the Genesis if you live in the US. Now, Bubsy's main thing that distinguished him from Sonic and Mario is Bubsy had a mouth. Not a Gex level mouth, though he still had a mouth on him. A mouth that could be very irritating. And, well, someone thought this would be the perfect way to launch a cartoon. Unfortunately, this only ever aired as a pilot. And yes, it did actually air on television, despite what some people believe. It did air on at least Fox, because I was able to find a home video recording. So, let's take a look. Well, it's never got a physical media release, so this is the only thing I've got that I can hold up and say this is a Bubsy physical thing. A lot of you may be questioning, why the fuck do I have Bubsy the Woolly Strike Back on PS4, and why the hell do I have a physical copy which is difficult to get in the UK? I don't know either. Let's watch, shall we?
Bubsy will be right back, for crying out loud.
Alright, so what better way to start with a Bubsy cartoon with an intro that is as obnoxious as Bubsy himself.
What could possibly go wrong?
With the lyrics mostly just consisting of Bubsy over and over again. Also, something worth mentioning, on the US home recording broadcast for Fox that I managed to find a high quality recording of on YouTube, interestingly they cut straight to the advertisements right after the intro, and there's quite a lot of advertisement breaks. And I thought the ones on ITV were long. Oh wait, they are. This episode is appropriately titled, What Could Possibly Go Wrong? Well, I'm sure it decided to answer that in its 24-minute running time. Bubsy is voiced by Rob Paulson. And, oh, did you really desperately need the money that year? Yeah, you probably did. It was the 90s. You probably need it even more now. I'm so sorry, Rob Paulson. You deserve so much better. And to be honest, this pilot features some other notable voice talents like Jim Cummings. Yes, Jim Cummings. They also managed to get somehow. So this episode starts off with Bubsy being a bit of a dick to his best friend / roommate Arnold, who is an armadillo. Great start on getting us on board with Bubsy. To be honest, Arnold is the one and only character really in this entire pilot who you can really relate to. He doesn't want anything to do with Bubsy's adventures at all. He just wants to basically just get on with his life, and to be honest, why is he still there beside Bubsy throughout it? I mean, why doesn't he just leave? He clearly doesn't like what Bubsy is doing and where Bubsy is dragging him off to. So why is this a thing? Why is he still there? Why doesn't he go? You can go! You can go! Oh yeah, Bubsy's probably holding him hostage for all I know. It's also established here that Arnie also has a fear of trucks. Since they kill thousands of armadillos every year. In fact, Bubsy puts on a news broadcast. A fucking news broadcast saying how many armadillos were killed by trucks.
And last year, over 10,000 armadillos were run over by trucks in the state of Texas alone. For many of the poor little fellows, this is the last sound they will ever hear.
The truck!
Really sensitive. But hey, if you don't think Bubsy was a dick enough already, he announces that his niece and nephew are coming over. And Arnie wants to hide because, well, if you thought Bubsy was bad, his niece and nephews are worse.
I don't want to play with me! No, he wants to play with me!
What are their names? Fuck if I know. What? I had to watch this thing twice to just get all my notes on this. And I still couldn't fucking remember their names because they're basically the same character. Annoying girl and annoying boy. That's their character. That's what I'm going to call them. So Arnie hides under the settee, as Bubsy suggested. However, Bubsy immediately tells his nephews where he is so that they can basically just torment Arnie. And Bubsy just does this for fun. To basically be a dick. We're all going well, and holy shit, what is up with their designs? Like, seriously, I mean, Bubsy looks fine enough, Arnie looks okay, the rest of the characters look okay, but what the fuck is up with Bubsy's nephews? It literally just looks like they took Bubsy, but then stretched out his head and eyes, and then squashed his mouth together. Like, what is up with that? I mean, could you not do something a bit more original than that? Basically just a squashing, stretched Bubsy. It just looks odd. I mean, it isn't the worst thing I've ever seen before. But the whole time I'm just like, if you whack them in the back of the head hard enough, their eyes will literally just pop and gouge out. To be honest, that's not a bad idea because it might actually get them to shut up for 5 minutes and not be utter dickheads. But it's not going to give me that courtesy, is it? No. We're not even fucking 5 minutes into this thing and I already want to leave the room. To give props to it. At least the animation is not great. Though, to be honest, I have seen worse. That's putting it nicely. I have seen much worse. Though even so, it's kind of like standard 90s cartoon. So I can at least give it some sort of compliment for that. It's not good in any sense, though it matches with the standard of the time for a pretty low budget cartoon from the 1990s in the US. We next get introduced to virtual reality. Fucking genius! So, what has virtual reality created in terms of this plot? Well, thanks to a news broadcast, we found out virtual reality has not created a virtual reality headset. No. He has created a headset that allows you to have any wish you want granted. Why? Through science! And, well, to be honest, it would literally just be Bubsy's nephews torturing Arnie for the rest of the episode if this didn't happen. So, at least that puts an end to that. So, virtual reality announces that he needs someone who is brave, though really it's found that by his associate, his assistant, lab assistant, whose name I also forget because I'm going to call her that lady who forgets Bubsy's name and wants to marry Bubsy.
I, Olivia, take Buster to be my lawfully wedded...
Bubsy! Give me that helmet!
That's her character. That's her two traits. That's her fucking character. That is a character if I ever saw one ever. So virtual reality wants someone who is nuts. Or needs someone who is nuts enough to try it. And Bubsy proudly announces in front of his nephew and his best friend that yes, he is nuts and brave.
Hey, that's me. I'm totally nuts.
And then we get something. We get random black and white stock footage.
Because I am brave. Because I crave adventure. And because I'm a hero, for crying out loud. If that's a crime, then book me. Yay, Bubsy, yay!
Inserted when Bubsy is making some sort of speech. I have no idea why the fuck this is here. I have no idea what this serves to anything. Is it supposed to be funny? Is it supposed to show something inspiring? I have no idea. This isn't the only time they do it in the episode either. Literally, every time Bubsy is making a big inspirational speech, they do this. They show these random stock footage clips from presumably the 1930s or something. Why? I mean, this is made for kids, so are kids gonna find this funny? Are kids going to get this? I'm fucking 20 years old and I don't fucking get it. Or understand why. Are they trying to make a joke? Is it trying to be some sort of satire? Or is it just to fill up time? Could be the last one. In fact, very much could be the last one. Animation costs money. And we've got to have money. So why not use some nice, cheap stock footage? That'll fill up the time slot, alright. Yay!
Bubsy will be right back, for crying out loud.
So then, after Bubsy declares that he is a hero for crying out loud, he is a hero. He's a fucking hero? How? This cartoon doesn't offer anything to show that Bubsy is a hero. The intro certainly doesn't. And the games don't really show that either. How is Bubsy a hero? Is he saving anyone? No. Is he, I don't know, trying to basically stand up for someone or free someone or do something heroic in any way? No! Is maybe in this case showing him to do something heroic? No! In fact, what he's doing is fucking idiotic. He's going to be trying out an experimental headset that could possibly kill him. That could grant him whatever he wished for, or wishes for, or whatever he desires. Yeah, fucking heroic there, Bubsy. Very, very heroic there. Ugh. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, we've got generic cat villain. What's her name? I don't fucking know. I mean, God, it took me ages to remember Arnie's name. Some of you may be thinking this is unprofessional, but heck, I'm just putting in as much effort as they did into this pilot. No, that's not true. That's unfair. I put in far too much effort for this. I put in way more effort than they bothered doing. So, evil cat lady. Or villain. Yeah, where are the Woolies in this? You know, Bubsy's arch nemesis, the Woolies? They're not in this. They're not even fucking mentioned. Not even once. Like, you would think, you know, I mean, the Woolies aren't a great villain to start with. They're not very good at all, but, you know, they're Bubsy's arch rival. It would be like having a Sonic cartoon without Eggman or Robotnik or whatever you want to call him. It's like having Mario cartoon without Bowser. Though, to be honest, it doesn't really affect the story either. So, evil cat lady. We've got an antagonist. Well, sort of. She's barely in this. And, so henchmen are not too bad. We've got a vulture or buzzard. And we've got one of them. The hungry one. We've got our comic relief, sort of. Oh boy, what is his deal? He likes to fucking eat. He's hungry all the time. To be honest, I'm getting hungry while watching this. What am I hungry for? I don't know, a fucking good cartoon! But regardless, evil cat lady, she wants this headset as well. Though she wants it for evil purposes. What particular evil purposes? Well, it's not really particularly explained. I mean, at one point it's shown that she wants her own chat show or something. Wow, really despicable evil villain. So she sends her henchman off to go collect it. We then cut back to Virtual Reality's lab, where his assistant welcomes in Bubsy. But, hey, we've done one joke. Shall we write another? Nah, let's just use the same one over and over again throughout the episode. So, yeah, they reuse jokes a lot in this. What jokes? About 4, and then just repeat them over and over and over and over again. We've got the joke about, basically, Virgil's assistant not getting Bubsy's name right over and over and over again.
I am Virtual Reality, and you must be Bootsy.
That's funky.
Bubsy.
We've got the joke about Arnie being afraid of trucks over and over and over again. We've got the two twins, or Bubsy's nephews. Are they twins? Who gives a shit? being irritating. I mean, oh, no wait, I was right the first time. Irritating is apparently a joke in this thing. Maybe it was an inside joke at how fucking irritated everyone was in making it. Actually, that could possibly be true. Oh dear. Animators, voice actors, anyone who worked on this who was forced to. I am so deeply sorry. So anyway, Bubsy tries out the headset and nearly kills everyone. Yay. Then Bubsy actually shows the slightest bit of sense in telling his niece and nephew that they are not allowed to use it. However, this one slight bit of intelligence completely gets thrown out of the window where Bubsy fails to realise that he placed the helmet on one of their heads. Fucking genius, isn't it? So then, evil cat lady's henchmen arrive, and it was revealed that they want to cook and eat Bubsy's nephews. To be honest, I'm all fucking for this. End the suffering. For fucking everyone. Cook and eat them. No, I'm not saying that. Well, that's fucking nature. Eat them. Do vultures or buzzards or whatever eat cats anyway? I don't care. I don't care. If they eat them, it's all over. It's all over. It's good. We're good now. We'll be happy. We'll all be happy again. What does non-irritation and happiness feel like? I don't know. I have forgotten. Because I'm watching this Bubsy pilot. Oh dear. So antics ensure. And Bubsy finally realises that, oh shit, his nephews have the helmet. And what are they doing? They've created a roller coaster. To be honest, out of all the things that they could do, that is a pretty mild thing. However, it then gets to a worse part where they go... Oh dear. They make Bubsy's niece and nephew huge for no reason. Oh god. Is this fucking fetish territory? Because keep that shit away from me. I've got enough shit on my browser history, I don't need that on there as well. My dying words will say fucking not erase my equipment, fucking burn it! If that is left on there. And after being trodden on by his own niece and nephew, Bubsy finally gives them a scolding for what the fuck are you doing?
You!
We were only having fun. And if that's a crime,
Then book us! Hey.
You should all be put in jail.
You see, if you had lost that helmet to the turkey and the rat, you could have easily destroyed the world.
but it's our birthday.
You have done something wrong. But hey, all that's quickly forgotten. Extremely quickly. Because Bubsy's niece and nephew then quickly get captured by Bubsy's? By evil cat lady's henchmen. So it's hard to tell who the villain is in this story. Because to be honest, they're all pretty much dickheads. I mean, at least the villains in this story have a reason. The henchmen, they just want to fucking eat. Evil cat lady, she just wants whatever the fuck she wants. Bubsy being a dick, because he fucking can be, I guess. I don't know, there's no other rhyme or reason to it. So Bubsy finds out where the villain's lair is by repeating one of the jokes that he did earlier. And remember the hungry henchman? Yeah, he calls up the henchman by locating it in the fucking phone book. It's basically equivalent of me asking directions for an evil hideout on Google Maps today. And so Bubsy intrudes. Here, he is here to save the day. And to be honest, then we get a bunch of random uses of the headset. Are these supposed to be jokes? Is it supposed to be an action sequence? Is it supposed to be a massive climax where Bubsy is fighting evil? I don't know, it just feels like a load of random shit thrown together because they realise they have to wrap this up shortly. After padding out the rest of the episode with a load of the same old jokes, let's just repeat them here again. Yay? Happiness? Oh, thank God, it's all finally fucking wrapping up. The headset is about to short circuit or something.
And of course I will.
Oh, what's that?
It's a neutron overload in the central core of the... A what?
I'll tell you what it means. It means the helmet's gonna blow up on your head.
Take it off. It's too dangerous.
Not for me. I'm totally nuts, remember? Now, I'm gonna imagine something so mind-numbingly incredible that it will instantly save the day. Yes, no, yes, yes, oh yes, I like it! Woo, what a rush! I think I saw Elvis.
Except it doesn't. Except then it does. It starts short-circuiting at the end and Bubsy has successfully tied up the villains and he is starting to be electrocuted, but you know, rather than just taking the helmet off or accepting his fate, he decides to put his best friend through that. God. I just feel sorry for him. I feel fucking dizzy after watching this. I feel stupider after watching this. But thank God it's finally fucking over. So, is this the worst cartoon of all time? Well...
Bubsy will be right back for crying out loud.
Where is it really the worst? Not really. I've seen far, far, far worse. And no, I'm not going to tell you what they are because then people will go looking for them and then they'll only gain traction and then create pointless memes. The only reason Bubsy fucking survived and came back today is because the internet memed him. Yes, something as obscure as Bubsy that really should have died in the 90s, and he did die in the 90s, but because everyone memed him back into existence and he gained popularity in an ironic sense, that meant that Bubsy was able to claw his way out of death and came back. But getting back onto this, should this be an animated series? Should they have picked up this pilot and made an animated series out of it? Oh God, no, no, no. But is it the worst cartoon I've ever seen? No. I mean, put it this way, it at least has a few dibs and dabs of entertainment value on a so bad it's good level. I will give it that. Is it the room of cartoons? Oh fuck no, no, no. No. If you want to watch stuff that is so bad it's good, there are plentiful other options you could be watching other than this. Oh God, yes. But it is a reminder of what could have been and a reminder of what shouldn't be. And thank God that was the case. Do I hate this Bubsy cartoon? Well, I do strongly dislike it. And I do really, really dislike it. Hate, maybe. But there are worse things to see out there. And to be honest, let this just be an obscure thing that happens in the past. But please don't fucking revive it. Like, you revived his video game franchise, but don't revive this, whatever you do. I mean, this has barely any connection to the game it's based on other than having Bubsy in it. And somehow you managed to make him more annoying than before. So yeah, let this just be a thing that's just buried. I mean, if you want to watch it, you can find it on YouTube by just typing in Bubsy Pilot or Bubsy Animated TV Pilot or whatever. You can find it extremely easy. So, that's it for this review. I think I'm gonna die now. Or just contemplate my life on why the fuck am I watching this? There are so many other things I could be watching. But I felt it was maybe about time I review something I actually did strongly dislike. And it's nearly fucking killed me. I honestly feel dizzy after watching this and doing this review. See you next time. Let's see, I need some ideas for some audio productions this year. Well, I'm already doing my original audio series, the Dawn Free Doncaster podcast. What else can I be doing? Oh wait, I could give some original video game series the conclusion or continuation that they never had. Yeah, I'll do a Sly Cooper audiobook and maybe a Blinks audiobook and yeah, fuck it, I might do a Bubsy audiobook as well at some point. What could possibly go wrong?
Bubsy will be right back for crying out loud.
Hey! Fuck, I fell. Hey, I'm gonna drink bleach. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Ah, oh, that bloody hurt. Hey, I'm gonna watch the Bubsy animated pilot. What could possibly go wrong? No. Oi. Bloody hell, man. Don't go in my Blu-ray. This episode is appropriately titled, What Could Possibly Go Wrong? So, the episode starts off with Bubsy being a bit of a dick to his roommate slash best friend. Fuck, I forgot his name. We then cut back to there. We then cut back to virtual realities.